Now, how do you convert from one coin to another? As soon as you get to that trade and click on convert, it's a simple thing. You find this page, and then okay, I think I have some Ethereum somewhere. So let's assume I want to convert from Ethereum to maybe BTC. All right. So this is a simple process. I will click on Ethereum, from Ethereum to BTC, and then I will preview the conversion. If that's what I really want, I just continue, and that's all. So it's a very simple process. Maybe I want to convert from maybe Ethereum to USDT. Maybe I want to sell USDT. All right. So I could also do the same simple thing, and I will see the conversions, and then I will decide whether I want to sell or not, or whether I want to convert or not. As soon as you convert to a stable coin, that coin gets to be stable. So at any time you wish to sell it, you sell it. The only thing that can affect a stable coin is the market volume in the fiat market, that's in the paper market, right? But the stable coin always remains the same as regards to whatever happens in the fiat market. So if we have $1 to be 400 naira in the fiat market, it is the same thing in the crypto market. If we have $1 to 5 cedis, is the same thing in the crypto market. All right. So what plays in the fiat market for stable coins, the same thing play for fiat in the crypto market. All right. So that's why you see many of the fiat currencies, that's the paper currencies, they want to get the digital forms of it. Virtually every country are getting their own stable coin. So in naira, you see the naira kind also, like we see here. You see this NGN. Now, if I want to convert this NGN, you see it NGN fiat. Then you see NGN crypto. So one is the digital, one is the one you can easily use as withdrawal in the bank or the likes. All right. So this is a very simple process. That's for the convert. All right. Now, another form of trade is the classic. The classic is just for those who are beginners, they can use classic, basically buy, sell. All right. So you see the volume of trades happening, and you see all the volume of orders being made. You see where you can place your order to buy, where you can place your order to sell, and the likes. It's practically the same thing you see in the advanced. So most often it's like, instead of going to basic or going to the classic, why not just go to the advanced, where you get all the information that you need. All right. So when you open the advanced, it has almost the same features as the classic. And in this class, we're going to be dealing more on with the advanced. Okay, we're going to be dealing more with the advanced, and this is what the advanced look like. So it's pretty much the same as the basic. All right. So you see your order book. Okay, you see your trading view. You see your order book, the order to sell, order to buy. Then you see where you place your orders, either place order to buy, place order to sell, and all of the information you need, your limits, your market limit, your stop order limits, and all of that. And then you see your trading indicators here. Then you see your trading time. So you can trade for 15 minutes on Binance. You can trade for 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week. And then when you click here, you can see you can trade for 1 minute, 30 minutes, 6 hours, 3 days, 3 minutes, 1 hour, 8 hours, 1 week. So you could get all the information about how long trading can take place on Binance. So the maximum we are seeing here for now is just 1 month. All right. So that means you can buy and wait till the next 1 month, and then make yourself. All right. But before you start making all of this, you must be very good with your indicators. You must have done a good analysis on your indicators. All right, you would have done the good analysis with your indicators. We've taken time to introduce all of these indicators in the past classes. So I'm going to get that link for the I'm going to get the link for the YouTube channel. So in case you are not yet familiar with the indicators, please feel free to get that section on the indicators. I think we took a whole day to deal with that. So please feel free to subscribe to that particular channel, and then that will help. Just a moment, let me get the channel information. So this is the channel. So if there is anyone here who has not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe now. Okay, if you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe now. So I'm placing the link there. Just go there, subscribe, and then just click on the videos, and then you'll see all of that. So you'll find where we dealt with find where we dealt with the, what do you call that again? This is distracting me. So let me quickly go to where. So just go there, you'll find all those videos, okay, and then you can watch them. All right, so simple. How do you place trades? And how do you, we also discussed how to enter and how to exit in the last class, right? So how do you place a trade? How do you buy and how do you sell on trading? The first important thing you have to note is to first decide the duration you want to trade. All right, so if you want to trade for 15 minutes, for any time you choose a duration, what it simply means that each of the candlestick represents that duration you've chosen. So if we say 15 minutes, that means each candlestick here represents 15 minutes of what happens in the crypto market as regards to the trading pair you've chosen. All right. So if you choose 1 hour, that's the same thing. So you have to choose the duration of trading you want to do. And then secondly, you have to choose the trading pair. You have to choose the coins you want to trade in. Of course, the coins you want to trade on, you must definitely have funds on them, right? You must have funds on them. So I cannot choose to trade on BTC when I don't have BTC. I cannot choose to trade on Ethereum when I don't have Ethereum. I can only choose to trade what I have resources to trade on. All right. So somehow right now I have Ethereum in my this thing. So to change this trading pair, all you need to do is to hover around it, and then you will find that information coming out, and then since it's Ethereum I want to do, I'll go to odds, and then I will choose Ethereum, and then on the Ethereum I will search for Ethereum. Please follow me carefully. I will search for Ethereum. Then I will choose the Ethereum I'm actually looking out for. So I have Ethereum, EOS Ethereum, Cent Ethereum, and all of that. But what I'm looking for is Ethereum USDT. So let's see Ethereum USDT. All right, so there it is, Ethereum USDT. This is actually what I want to trade on because I have resources on them or on it. So I click on it, and then it will show me the trading view of what is happening around here. All right. Now, before I trade, I must check with my indicators whether the trading I want to do is the right time to enter or not. So basically, I use the confluence kind of indicator to analyze before I enter. So what is the confluence? I use at least 3 trading indicators to view, and then I'll make my decision. And please note, it is not at all times that you should feel like trading. You must train yourself to the point that you don't just enter market because market is going up and then you exit because market is going down. No, you must learn to monitor the market and then learn to enter at the right time. When is the right time? The right time is when the market is moving towards the bottom, or when the market is trying to get support. You buy at the point of support and then sell at the point of resistance. All right, you buy at the point of support and then sell at the point of resistance. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, if you look at what we have here, a point of support is where the market is beginning to, people are beginning to buy again into the market. And the point of resistance is that point where people are feeling like, no, this market is going too much, we want to sell off. All right. So if you look at this place, take it for instance, just between from here to here. Let me expand this. Oh, I've just done something. Oh, I've closed it. Oh, so, okay, please let me get this thing out. I just closed it. Okay. Sorry, I closed that chat, so I want to get it out. Sorry, please. So I'm trying to get this open. Okay, just a moment. Let me get this. Okay. Please, just a moment. I'm trying to get. That's not what I need. Trying to get the trading view on. Okay, so sorry, I deleted that initially. All right, so if you look at what happens here, remember I want to tell us about support and resistance. So if you look at here, from this point, for instance, if this market moved from here to here, and then there was a resistance here. Anytime you see a red candle signifies resistance. And then anytime you see a blue or a green line candle, it shows some kind of support, or shows some kind that the market is going up. All right. So you see this market faced some kind of resistance here, then it picked up from here, and then it faced some kind of resistance. But if you typically look at what we're having here, you find that this market has some level of support at this point. Basically, if you take your line here, you see that there is some kind of touch around here. All right, so you have something like this. Let me find so this market tried to get some support around here. So if you check here, you find that everything really was almost touching this line. Then from this support, it went down to deep resistance and then came back to the support and then went up. So support is where the market people want to buy. Resistance is at that point. In simple terms, support is where people want to buy. Resistance is where people want to sell. All right. And the indicator can always tell us that. Our indicators can tell us that. So like I said earlier, before I make any trade, I simply go to my indicators and be sure that the trade I want to make is the right trade. So going to my indicators, I will use my Bollinger Bands as my major indicator. So I will go to the Bollinger Bands and then I will try to find out what's happening there. If I'm a day trader, I will try to reduce the average index on my Bollinger Band. So I will try to make it 12 so that it can give me quick insight on what is happening in my market. So you can use, on default is always 20. So you can use the 20. That means it has to read 20 trades or 20 different candles like this before it will give you an information. But for me, I try to reduce it to 12 so that it will be quicker to say, okay, in the past 12 movement, what happened? All right. If you want to use 20, if you want to use 30, if you want to use 100, that is okay. But if you're using 1 hour, if you're using shorter times to trade, it's better you use shorter movements to also make your analysis. So if you look at here, let's assume I want to buy Ethereum USDT. If you look at here, the best place I would have bought is this point where the red candle crossed, both the red candle and the green candle crossed the lower Bollinger Band. Did you get what I just said? This is the best place I would have bought. All right. Now, the best place for me to sell is at this point, where this particular point. Let me get this clearly. So this is where I'm supposed to sell here. This point you see 3989.91. So this is the point I'm supposed to sell. So the Bollinger Band is telling you that from what they are showing here, this coin can fall to a bearish minimum of this point and can rise to at least this point. So if I want to be on a safer side, I could set my coin to sell at this point, or perhaps to buy at this point, or to sell at this point. I will not like to buy around here. Yes, this market will show me that, okay, this resistance is coming, so I'm waiting for the next green to buy, but I will not prefer to buy here, okay, because I don't really know what's going to happen. But if I have confidence in the Bollinger Band, but it's always good to know that indicators are not always 100% proof. So since I don't want to test and just test and be sure right or not, I will prefer to wait when this market come down, I will buy, or I will wait for this market to touch this moving average. This is a moving average line. That's the red line. The red line is the moving average line. Can I let me bolding it so that we can see it. So the Bollinger Band has three lines. You have the upper Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band, and then you have the moving average. All right, so I could buy at this point, or if the market is moving, I could wait for an entry at this, above this this moving average, this red line. So I could wait till when I see another green line starting somewhere from this one, then I will buy. That's to tell me that, okay, this is possibly going to go up. But if you check this critically, you will find out that this line is telling you that this market is possibly going to come down. All right, it's possibly going to come down. You see, this line is curving downwards. This one is moving this way, and then the moving average is telling you that there's a possibility of a slope. But I don't just want to depend on this Bollinger Band only. So I'll possibly try to get my moving average convergence divergence. So I will try to get my MACD and see exactly what my MACD is telling me. Is my MACD telling me to buy or telling me to hold on? So if you see the MACD is taking a sideways kind of movement. So MACD itself is telling you that it is not too sure of what the market is looking like. Whether the red will cross the blue or the blue cross the red is not too definite. All right, so it's just showing you a sideways kind of trading. And then if you look at the histogram, of course we use the histogram also to make decisions. So if you look at the histogram, yes, the market has actually gone deep and is coming back. But if you look at the histogram, you find that the histogram is just leveling out. It's not telling you that it's coming up. It's not telling you that it's going up. It's just telling you that it's leveling. And at the leveling, it is still a little below the moving average. Okay, so that's what it's telling you here. So it's left for you to decide whether you're going to buy or not. But for me, I will tell you to wait till when this line, the blue line, shows you a curve up, then you can buy. All right, or where the blue and the red meets and the blue is going up, then you can buy. And I can finally decide to use my my RSI. I can also decide to use the relative strength index to know what the market is really saying. So the relative strength index somehow shows us the level of momentum, right? Whether the market is going up or is going down. So it also has its own upper limit and it has its own lower limit. So it has 70 on the upper limit and 30 on the lower limit. So somehow we try to set these at 25. Okay, and then we can set these at 75 if we want to. That's the upper one. This simply means that we would like to sell above the 75 line and we want to buy below the 25 line, right? So that's a very simple thing you're doing there. So what is that going to tell you? So it simply means if this is going to be your decision to buy above 75, which is preferable, or sorry, to sell above 75 or to buy below 25, which is preferable. If that's your decision, what this means is that if this relative strength, relative index or relative strength index, if it is within here, it is not above 75, it is not below 25, or it's not going towards 25. You may not really want to buy. You just want to keep calm till the market is set so that you can buy. So as it is now, all the three indicators are telling you to wait. Bollinger Band is telling you to wait. Now you see that Bollinger Band is beginning to show you that, okay, maybe you could try to enter. But however, also look at this critically, find that the blue line is gradually coming very close to the red line, right? But from the RSI, it is still showing you to calm down first. Just calm down before you set a trade, right? So I will use all of these indicators to make my decision. And if I have any doubt, I just keep calm till I have a better market to enter. Now you look at what happened there. Bollinger Band was telling you, okay, you can try, but now it went off and it's coming down, it's coming up again. So it's like the resistance at this point is a little high, so it's trying to conquer that resistance. Okay, so now that I am definite of the market, for me, I don't want to enter into it, so I have to wait. Okay, so all of this explanation is just to ensure that we'll make the right decisions as to when to buy or when to sell. But that being said, how then do you place a trade? Placing a trade is very simple. And like I said, you just have to learn to be patient when you're trading. You're not the one controlling the market, except you want to just go and pump a whole lot of money to the market, and all of a sudden people want to buy, like Elon Musk will do. All right, if you have such kind of money, you can buy anytime, sell anytime. But if you don't have that kind of money, you have to just be patient with the market and then see it, monitor it, and then be able to work with it. All right. Okay, so how do you place a trade? So this is the section where you place the trade, the place where you see place order. So you have your buy order, you have your sell order. To buy, you click on buy, and then you select a point. You select a market price at which you're willing to buy. Now you can buy $100 worth of Ethereum or BTC at a particular price. What it simply means is that if you set a trade to buy at a particular point, if that market comes to that point, it automatically executes the trade. All right. And if you set a sell order, it automatically executes the trade whenever the market price reaches to that price where you have to make a sell order. By next week, we'll be dealing with stop orders and then stop limits and all of that. That also helps to reduce the risk of losing your money. All right. So in simple terms, now this market is here, but I can decide as, okay, I will buy at 3,600 or perhaps $3,840. Now I will come to the price and I will click and change it to $3,840. That means when this market comes to $3,840, buy for me. Now, how much do I want to buy? I could decide to buy all of what is in my wallet. All right. Yes, I could decide to buy all of what is in my wallet available on my USDT. All right. I could decide to buy everything available on my USDT. And if I'm done, I click on buy it, and then you automatically see your order placed here. So you see your open orders. That's USDT, Ethereum USDT, and the kind of limit I'm doing is the limit order. All right. So, and the order I'm giving is to buy. I'm to buy $12 worth of USDT whenever this price drops to $3,840. That's what it means. And as soon as it gets to this order, it will execute. This money will be bought, or the Ethereum will be bought, and the money will be converted to Ethereum automatically. All right. Now, if I want to sell, the same thing I will do. So I bought at 3,840. Maybe I want to sell at $4,000. I will go to sell, and then I will choose the price I want to sell, or maybe $4,500. So I want to sell at $4,500. I will impute that, and then I will choose the total amount of Ethereum that I have that I want to sell. Maybe I want to sell all at that particular point, and then I will place a sell order. And then if you come down here also, you will see the sell order. That's sell 0.299 worth of Ethereum. Whenever this price gets to 4,500, and if I sell this, I'm going to get $1,345,000.86. That's from what I have in my Ethereum account. Okay. All right. Now let's assume I say, okay, I don't want to sell this now. And please remember that before I do this, I would have gone to check this in the indicator. Now, from the last indicator we saw, let's take for instance the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band is not showing us that this is going to get to. I'm doing a 1 hour trade, right? I'm placing this on 1 hour. Now, Bollinger Band is saying that the maximum that can happen within the next 1 hour is 3,979.49 cents. That's what it's showing here. All right. So if I now want to do 4,500, obviously maybe I want to change it to 4 hours and see what will happen. Is it possible to get that in 4 hours? All right. So you see, in 4 hours, it's showing me that it will get to $4,000, right? So I could try the $4,000. Then, but it is not giving me that 4,500 yet. So maybe I want to try 24 hours and see if it can give me that range. Now, in 24 hours, I still don't have 4,500. Okay, so let me try 1 week. Now, if I'm trying 1 week, it is still not showing me any of that. So the market is telling me that within the next 1 hour, I will get close to $4,000. And then within the next 1 week, I could be hovering around $3,900 to $4,000. All right. So, but what if I try in a month? Let's see what will happen in a month. Now, it's still showing me the same result. So the best thing I could do. But if you look at the divergence in 1 hour, let's take for instance, the divergence in 1 hour is showing that this market is just pretty going to be straightforward. It's going to be a sideways kind of trading. Now, if you now look at the divergence in 4 hours, 4 hours is telling you that there is more possibility. There is more possibility if we trade for 4 hours straight than trading for 2 or 1 hour, or for 1 hour, right? So you see the divergence is up to $4,000, right? Now, since I already know from my indicator that in the next 1 week, I'll possibly go to, it is going to be like a stable feeling between 3,000 plus and 4,000. I think I'll rather just do the 1 hour trade on 4,000 and maybe wait for it to come down, and then I'll buy again. So I'll be trading between 3,000 plus, 4,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 4,000 plus, till the market goes to, the indicator goes to show me above that range, then I can place a higher limit on that. All right. I guess this is simple to understand. Okay. Now, before I go on, let me be sure that I am well understood. So this is simply how to place your trade. You can do this. If you're doing 15 minutes trade, you can do that up to 10 times in a day. If you're doing 1 hour, you can do that up to 10 times in a day. But you just need to know when to buy and when to sell. Simple. Like someone asked me, said, how do you trade profitably? Is simple analysis. So maybe I just look at this trading and I found that, okay, 1, 2, 3, this is what happens. It goes up, then there is a slow, and then there is dips, there is dips, there is dips. I count how many sideways movements do I have to face in the next 1 hour. Then I will now use that trend to say, okay, this market will come down to this point. I will sell at this point. And if your prediction is right, it come down, you buy. The next thing you want to do is put your sell order. It goes up, you sell. You have your money come back to you with some kind of profit. Then you predict again with your indicator and say, okay, this is what the indicator is saying right now. Please, if the indicator is telling you don't buy, just calm down. All right. I personally moved all my coins from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Like for the past 3 weeks, I moved all my coins. All right, because okay, since our last training, because Bitcoin was doing sideways. All right, so and I don't want to do the sideways. So it gives you some kind of prediction that 1 hour this is what will happen, and the next 1 hour it goes down and all of that. So I moved to Ethereum, and Ethereum has somewhat get to be more stable, get to be much more. Ethereum has expanded with more terrific results than Bitcoin in the past 1 month. All right, in fact, since the year began. All right, so I moved my coins to Ethereum, and then recently I found out that Bitcoin was doing well, but I also found that it was just a sideways trading. Let's take, for instance, let's go back to that. Let's go to that Bitcoin. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So let's find BTC USDT. All right. So if you find this coin, okay, so this is what has been happening in the BTC market. All right. So you see a whole lot of dip, then all of a sudden it comes up. You think market is going up, then it comes to a very big dip. Then it goes to a very up high. Then it comes to a very big dip. So the market is just struggling. But you can't compare this with Ethereum that is showing you some sort of a moving trend. So if you check Ethereum, let's take, for instance, Ethereum, where is that? Ethereum. So I'm just showing you how I make my decisions. Okay, so if you, oh my, please. Ethereum /USDT. Okay, so you can't compare this trade now to this trade. So you see, this had been showing some kind of upward movement. So even if I had some kind of loss, it is going to be a momentary loss. So it has been on the rise. Ethereum had been on the rise. This was where Ethereum experienced a dip. Now from this dip, Ethereum has moved on a consistently, it has moved up. All right, so see where it is right now. It moved from this big dip. It moved from this big dip that's around 2,125, and I know a whole lot of us sold at that point. And then look at where it is right now. It has moved to roughly 3,000. Okay, so 3,900 and something. All right, and is hitting the $4,000 market. I'm definitely that before today runs out, we're going to get to that $4,000. All right, so when you see a market moving this way, it's better you trade on something that you see that is much more realistic than the one that is going down. Now you can also, if you want to trade on maybe Ripple, you also do the same thing. So you check your, go to your fiat, check on Ripple. So I want to check for Ripple USDT. So I find it there, Ripple USDT. So you see this market. I'm beginning to suspect that Ripple and Bitcoin, they have almost the same kind of blockchain characteristics. When they go up, they go up. When they come down, they come down. All right. So Ripple crossed the Bollinger Band and hit almost 1,750. Sorry, 1.750. All right, and so many of us were happy, and all of a sudden it came down to almost 1.4. All right, so if you see it behaving like Bitcoin, It just go up and all of a sudden it comes down, it goes up again, all of a sudden it comes down. All right. So if you want to sell, if you want to trade on Ripple, then you have to be very, very alert. Use your price alert. As soon as your price alert hits your notification, just sell. All right. Even if it keeps going up beyond then, don't worry. It will soon come down. All right. Then you can buy and make much gain. If you want to try that on a Dogecoin, the same thing. Doge also did something that is ridiculous. Doge moved so fast. I was thinking that Doge was going to hit $1 this period, but unfortunately, it didn't. So Doge moved up to 0.7, and we were all thinking that Doge was on it. So finally, it's going to hit the $1 range, and then boom, it got back to almost 0.4. Right, so you could see that there is 0.416. All right, so far so good for me. Ethereum had been a beta market. That does not mean that Ethereum had been the only beta market. So when you go to the market, you find a whole lot of coins that have done so well. All right, and this also should guide you. So if you want to trade, like all of those questions on which coin should I invest in? All right. So if you come to the market, general market, you have the information about those who are doing well and those who are not doing well. All right. So if you come here, for instance, on the Binance market, you'll find the ADA and the BNB, it went up to 10.56% within the past 24 hours. And then you find those that are going down also. Then you see this market. The Matic versus the BNB went up to 26%. And then you keep scrolling, and this will give you information on which coin you should put your money. And that it gives you information that a particular coin is gaining momentum does not mean you should just go immediately and start putting your money in it. No, you still go to your trade, to your trading platform, run your analysis, and be sure that that's where you want to put your money. And then you can also check the BTC market and see what's happening there. So you see Doge, as it were, lost about 12.21%. Wow. So for those of us that actually went and bought Doge because it was going up, I'm sure by now you'll be feeling sad. But don't feel sad anyway. Don't ever feel sad, because the market will definitely return back. But my challenge with these coins sometimes is that when they are going up, they just go all up. When they are going down, they just go all down. So the best thing to do is find when it's going all down, buy at the bottom. And when it's going all up, just sell at the top. Okay? Feel free to sell at the top. Feel free to buy at the bottom, right? That will help you. And then if you check Ethereum, Ethereum had actually been somehow consistent with growth. All right. I'm trying to find BTC USDT and find what is happening there. Where is that? So some markets are gaining, some markets are losing from all of what we see here. You can see all of this. So with DIX, you can actually find a coin to invest in, basically on a trading basis, not on a long-term basis, right? So on trading basis, you can find any of DIX and invest in, all right? Okay, so going back to our class on trading. So I've shown us how to buy and I've shown us how to sell. All right. Do I have any question? Because very soon I'm going to open up this section and we are all going to share all our views towards crypto and all of that, and that'll be fine. All right. Okay. Do I have any question? I've shared when to buy or how to buy and how to sell. If you want to do it every 1 hour is left for you. But let me say this. Crypto trading can be a full-time business. Crypto trading can be a full-time. When I mean full-time, it can take your whole day, it can take your whole time. And if you're not careful, crypto trading can make you feel like there is nothing else that matters except trading. So your wife can be angry, your husband can be angry, all of that. So it's better you decide if you want to do it as full-time, let your husband know, let your wife know that this is full-time and there must be time for trading. All right. So if it is full-time, maybe 8 to 4 p.m. you trade, then in the night you sleep. And also you also understand that it is not definite that market will move up in the day and then go down in the night. No, Some cases it go up in the night and go down in the day, and then some other times it go up in the day and come down in the night. So you cannot even be specific as to the best time to trade. Is in the day, is in the night. You cannot be specific to that. All right. Okay. Now, thank you so much for your time. Let me take one or two questions. This is all practical. If you have questions, just kindly raise your hand and then we'll pick the questions and we'll be all out of here. Whether you're in Ghana, whether you're in Nigeria or any other part of the world, joining us, the same principles apply. Okay, the same principles apply. All right, please, any question for me? I will appreciate if you can raise your hand and then ask a question. Someone said, I always have difficulty selling with the higher price of USD on Binance. Why? I think I would like to understand your question very clearly, because from here, I've used the Bollinger Band to show you when you can sell. You sell when the green line touches, when the green candle touches the upper blue upper line of the Bollinger Band. That's when you sell. If you set it far above, obviously you won't be able to sell. Okay, and if you set it lower than the lower Bollinger Band, you might not be able to get your trades executed. So you just have to be sure that your Bollinger Band is well read. Okay, your Bollinger Band is well read. Okay, all right. So you get to know the lower limit and you get to know, okay, you're talking about the P2P trading. Okay, so we'll get to the P2P trading because for now we are dealing with the advanced trading. So we'll get to P2P trading and I will answer that question. Please try to remind me later. I will go to P2P and then we'll answer that question. All right, thank you so much, Abdul Karim. Please, any other question for me? Oh, market is going down. Is there anyone whose hand is up? Or am I well understood? Okay, please, if the things I've shared so far are well understood, can you please type 1 in the chat room?